BB851, turn right, heading 180. 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established 27.
For the Boeing 777X, this year was meant to be a crucial one for the progression of the type. As of now, it sits on just a couple of hundred orders and is yet to officially be delivered to customers. This is something that has often been brought up when people have discussed the impact the 777X will truly have on the industry. Now, the aircraft was launched to customers when the original 777 series was still performing well and customers were still receiving the type. With an average age that these aircraft can last of some 20 years within some airlines, it means that a number of these carriers simply did not require an immediate replacement. This is why we've seen, alongside other reasons, the 777X not exactly reach the heights many expected, especially when it comes to various order droughts that we've been through. However, the jet was originally supposed to be delivered to carriers, relatively soon. However, delays were incurred when surrounding their GE9X engines. Boeing adjusted their expectations and said that they actually expected to deliver the first Boeing 777X to customers by the middle of July 2021, with Lufthansa and Emirates being among the first two. However, this rearranged date was actually made prior to the arrival of the COVID-19 pandemic. And while the aircraft has indeed been flying and completing various different tests during this pandemic, the actual need for it is another problem within the industry at the moment. Now, according to Bloomberg, the biggest customer, who is none other than Emirates, with 115 on order, down from the original 150, do not see them welcoming the new widebody into their operations until at least 2022. In addition, they added that they don't see the type being delivered at all throughout 2021. That would now include Lufthansa as well. If this was the case, it would be 7 months after the new entry into service date roughly, and close to 2 years after it was first expected the aircraft would be delivered and operating commercially with passengers on board. Emirates is an avid user of the 777 series, and with the 777X being the natural replacement, it'd help modernise their fleet, improve efficiency, and allow them to expand on their already gigantic global footprint that's found through their route network. In the same article, which will be linked below, it was said that Emirates were also considering potentially switching out some of their 777Xs for the 787s. Now, this is not the first time something like this has been mentioned. Emirates is always looking at adjusting their portfolio of aircraft. They're one of the few airlines that has hundreds of wide-body aircraft on order. Now, usually would take that as a great thing, a brilliant way for them to expand their operations. However, given them not really flying domestically and with no real narrow bodies, and seeing with the pandemic international demand travel dropping and not returning to pre-COVID-19 levels for years, it means the airline is left with hundreds of aircraft coming in that actually aren't required at this point in time. It means that they need to speak with Airbus and Boeing. While this video is focusing on Boeing, as we know, they have the A330neo and A350 on order, and make those adjustments to the deliveries to ensure that they don't have aircraft just sitting there or not being profitable. At the end of the day, Emirates needs to ensure that they are remaining profitable, and sometimes operating specific aircraft at a particular time, especially given during these crazy times, is not the right decision. If you have any thoughts, do not hesitate to let me know, and as always, thanks very much for the continued support. I will see you all next time.